Okay, so this is my video for isometric drawings and how to create isometric drawings. So let's get started. I'm using my document camera here at my computer. And first off, I want to show you the isometric graph paper. So this is the isometric graph paper. Mine that I am showing you on this video is larger, much larger than what you have. It's the same thing, it's just blown up larger. When you orient your paper, make sure that you have your lines going vertically. So you have these lines going up and down. That's very important. If you have it turned this way, you will notice that there are no lines going straight up and down, and you won't be able to draw your models correctly. So that's the first thing I want to mention. Second thing is you have these models that you are going to draw, right? So you have block 1, block 2. In total, there are 5 models that you are going to, or objects that you're going to try to draw by hand. For this demo, I'm just going to do block 1. Now here's the formula, or what you need to do to successfully create these models or these objects. You need to count. If you note, there are blocks. Think of these as blocks, and a number of them put together create these objects. So I want you to count the blocks first off. Let's think of this as the width and the height of this object. So here's your height. Here's the width of these stairs here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 8 blocks wide. This staircase, the base of this is 8 blocks wide by 6 blocks high. So go to your isometric graph paper. Because this paper, I've blown up the graph paper so much, I have to really maximize the paper. So I'm going to put my dot down here at the very bottom left-hand corner. You don't have to do that to yours. All 5 of your models should fit on one piece of isometric graph paper if you're doing it correctly. But you do need to think about placement. You don't want to just put the very first one in the center. But in any case, let's get started. So here's the first dot. I'm counting over 8 blocks, right? So for each block on this paper, both left and right and up and down, you're just going to go 1 mark on the paper. So 1, 1, 1, 1, according to which direction you're going, every one of these counts for 1 block. So 8 wide, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We know that that is going to be our width. So then you use this line here. You can use a ruler if you have one. That would help even better. But you're going to create your line using this line that's already on the paper. So that is the bottom or the base of our object, our staircase. And then we know that it goes up 6, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It goes all the way up to the top here. This graph is just too large, but in any case, it kind of shows you so now you can see the side of that staircase and the base or the bottom, the foot of that staircase. And then we know if we count the staircase that it goes up how many blocks? 2. So at the beginning, that first dot, where we started this drawing, we count 2 spots and we connect those dots. Keep in mind that you're not creating any lines. All the lines are on the paper. You're just counting and connecting dots to create or draw these images. So it's not freehand like you would in art drawing, perspective drawing. This is isometric drawing, so it's very mathematical. So we look at our paper here and we note how many wide is that step, that bottom step? 2. So from the point there, from this point, we're going to go up and to the right at 30 degrees to form our first step. So 2. And then the second step is too tall as well. And then it's too wide. And then the top step is too tall, but then it's 4 wide, right? So that should fit here as well. Too tall, 1. So here's the point, the last point where I ended. Here's the second point. Connect it. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 over to this point here. So if you look on here, it's kind of hard to see. I can't zoom out any further, but here's the side plane or the side view of this staircase model. So from that, you would just finish the top. From this point right here, you would go up and to the left 4, and then from that point go up and to the right 4, and then from that point down and to the right 4. Maintain it, keeping your lines, drawing your edges on the lines that exist on the paper. And eventually you will be able to draw out your model.